My accessory bag is a bit underwhelming to say the least, and if I want any chance of keeping this profile long term, we need to make some serious changes. Today, I take on the challenge of collecting and upgrading as many accessories as I can, but I have to be careful because if I die just once, I have to delete my profile. But first, a quick message from my campaign. Hi, if you don't know who I am, I started a YouTube channel just over 2 months ago playing Ironman in hardcore. With just one life, I'm currently over 260 hours into my profile and still haven't died. The item I'd like to propose to add to the game is called the Totem of Forgiveness. This item would serve as an upgrade to the Saving Grace, please fix the item, and would not only prevent you from dying, but instead of teleporting you back to your island, this would instead heal you for half of your maximum HP and grant immunity to all damage for 3 seconds. Now, yes, this is a great item for a hardcore player like myself, but I also believe this would be an insanely useful item for dungeons and slayers, especially for people who are just shy of being able to take down their tier 4s and tier 5s. The Saving Grace item is crafted like this, but my idea for the recipe of the Totem of Forgiveness would be the Saving Grace in the middle, an absolute ender pearl in each corner, and an enchanted gold block in each of the cardinal directions. As for my perk, I'd like to propose something similar to Sky Mall from the Hot M tree, but instead for skill XP. Essentially, every 20 minutes or every in-game Skyblock day, one skill chosen at random would receive a 50% XP boost. I feel like this would be a fun way to incentivize players to grind the otherwise overlooked skills, because most of the time when skill XP boosts do come around, most players focus on just one skill. With that said, oh boy, please consider voting for Hot Goth GF underscore uwu. Please don't mind the name, it's a very, very long story. First things first, we have some very easy talismans that I should have gotten a long time ago and just never got around to. We're starting off with the magnetic talisman, which is kind of embarrassing if I'm being honest. Next one is a couple super easy ones, being the feather talisman upgrades. So I can easily upgrade it to the feather ring and finally the feather artifact. Following that, we have the first talisman that I actually have to go out and get some materials for, being 8 oak leaves. And by gather, I do of course just mean purchasing them from the builder. So with that, we can craft the wood affinity talisman and add it to our accessory bag. Next up is another easy craft, and with some lily pads, we can craft the healing talisman. Unfortunately, my lily pad collection is too low to upgrade to the ring, so we'll have to save that for later. Since we've taken care of some easy talismans, let's jump into some harder ones. And the one I'm going to be attempting now is the wolf talisman, which has a 1 in 1,000 drop chance. Okay, while we're waiting for that to drop, let's take a look at some of the other less challenging talismans. Here in the end, we can earn a new talisman as long as we can complete this race in under 48 seconds. But first, we have to do a few completions for some random rewards, but after that, we can finally claim the pig's foot. Next up is yet another race, and this time it's located in the Birch Park. At first, I didn't realize you could just use the AOTE to skip the jump pads. I thought you needed to use them to go from island to island, but after learning this technique, I managed to easily snag the wolf paw and complete the final tier of the race to get the silky lichen as a flex. Thanks to all the wolf slayers we did in the last episode, I'm also able to very easily craft the red claw talisman. There are actually quite a few talismans that I didn't even know existed, and one of them is the night vision charm, which we essentially just need to collect some mushrooms for. Okay, pause. I kind of forgot that I collected plenty of enchanted mushrooms from pests in the garden, so I actually have enough to craft the night vision charm right now. Sticking with the garden theme, I can take some enchanted sugar to upgrade my sugar talisman into the sugar ring. I also crafted the piggy bank talisman with some enchanted pork chop, which I didn't know existed until now. Oh, and let's take a quick stop at the forge to claim our titanium and the now finished ammonite pet, which yes, I know I started forging 3 episodes ago, so don't look too much into that. Anyways, let's go ahead and start 3 more refined titanium and 3 refined mithril. Now we're going to start what is probably the longest talisman questline in the entire game, Romero and Juliet. Long story short, I tried to do this quest without doing any research, and it led to me purchasing a TNT to blow up this wall to try and find Romero, but he wasn't there, and I finally just caved and looked it up, so I ended up mining some gold to get a shiny yellow rock, and then found Romero on a very hidden place off the edge of a cliff where he gave me a rock. Thanks. I then delivered it to Juliet, who didn't even want it, so we get to hold on to it. Next up, Romero moves into the hub and requires us to gather 16 roses. which takes almost no time at all. Romero gives us a rose bouquet, and we can then deliver it to Juliet, who upgrades our shiny yellow rock into a yellow rock of love. I can then head to the graveyard in the hub to meet up with Romero again, where we give him 64 emeralds for a fake emerald altar, and deliver that to Juliet for the mediocre ring of love. The next part of this questline requires us to head to the Crimson Isles, which I'm just a little bit scared to do. So this is as far as we will be taking this questline, at least for now. Oh, and this also completes the entire first page of talismans, which is pretty cool. Quickly, I am going to gather some cobblestone for another talisman upgrade, and after a short bit of mining, I can upgrade the haste ring into the haste artifact. It's a new day, so I made a trip over to the forge to collect my materials, and then started 6 refined mithril to of course continue working towards the 555. But additionally, I do need a lot of glaciite jewels, not only for the drill upgrade, but also for the drill engine and fuel tank upgrades. So there's another really easy talisman to get, which drops from the Broodmother boss, which I had been putting off because I thought it was a lot stronger than it actually was. And just like that, we now have the Spider Talisman, which actually completely fills our entire talisman bag. Moving back into the mines, it really is about time we complete the drill engine upgrade, so let's quickly gather some materials. While mining some redstone, I did upgrade my collection to unlock 6 more accessory bag slots, which is very nice. In the forge, I am able to start the final drill engine I need for my upgrade, and 5 refined diamonds too. The next day, I got back on to collect my refined diamonds and start 5 gold plates. And while we wait for those to finish, it's about time we level up our personal compactor, because right now it has just 3 slots. Oh, and I guess the magic power would be nice too. Yet again, I managed to level up my redstone collection, giving us 6 more accessory bag slots, but we still need a lot more redstone for this upgrade. Okay, after almost 2 hours of mining, which was played in like 2 seconds for you guys, I can finally upgrade it to the Personal Compactor 6000. And since this took so long, we'll be saving the 7000 for another day and probably during a mining fiesta. So I just got back from visiting my family for Thanksgiving, and apparently there's been a lot of changes. There's a new mayor, a bunch of buffs, and even some sort of prison cell, so let's see what all the hype is about. First things first, I collect my loot from the forge and start making a couple refined ores and a mithril plate for my drill engine upgrade. Oh, and a little later, I also started making the titanium talisman. This is something that I haven't touched on throughout this series, but I've been working on the chocolate factory in the background, and today's the day that I can finally prestige to tier 6. I won't mention this anymore unless I'm purchasing an item, but just know that I am keeping up with it behind the scenes. But now I'm completely out of materials to forge, so I immediately got to mithril mining. During this time, we managed to get a 5x titanium drop rate, so I of course continued mining. Even after all of this, I still wasn't happy with the amount of mithril and titanium that I had, so let's do some more commissions towards Hot M7. There happened to be a Mithril Gourmand event, which of course I love, but while I'm doing this, I want to quickly ask for your guys' thoughts on Hytale. I've been following all the updates and I will definitely be purchasing the game and playing it, but I wanted to ask if you guys want to see any content on it from me, which yes, I will be playing in hardcore, even if that's not a default option. There are a few ways that I've thought about doing this, which one is creating a completely separate channel for Hytale content, or having them both here on this channel. Don't be concerned because the Skyblock videos will not be going anywhere. I promise the hardcore Ironman series will not be replaced by Hytale or anything like that. When Hytale Early Access releases in January, there might be like 1 week where I'm focusing on creating content for Hytale and not upload Skyblock, but the weekly uploads will still continue after that. Also, I've talked about this before, but I do plan on getting into streaming very soon. If you've seen some of my previous videos and even later in this video, you'll know that my keyboard is very loud in certain clips, which is the main reason I choose to voice over most of my videos. All of this to say that I'm getting a silent keyboard very soon, and once that comes in, you can start expecting some streams from me. Okay, back to grinding. Thanks to this Mithril Gourmand event, I managed to collect 653 tasty mithril and received 134,000 powder, making it my best event yet. We just got commission milestone tier 5, which means we just got the royal pigeon. Oh my gosh, and Skyblock level 100. Yes! Oh, that's so good. I've been wanting to get this for... Wow. We are officially early game. Let's go. Okay, after all my commissions, we managed to get 40% of the way to Hot M7, which is pretty nice progress. The next day, I went back to the forge and collected my loot along with our newest accessory being the titanium talisman. Afterwards, I do finally start our mithril plated drill engine along with 5 more refined titanium. Thanks to the slayers we did last episode, we're able to take care of another talisman, which is upgrading our zombie talisman to the zombie ring. I then take some of my rubies and I'm able to craft the Talisman of Power, adding yet another to our collection. Then in the garden, we can use some of our Jacob tickets and medals to purchase the Anita Talisman and even upgrade it into Anita's ring for even more magic power. There's a special location in the mines that I didn't know existed until today, which is where quartz generates. And after mining some of this, we'll be able to craft 2 more talismans for our accessory bag. With that, I'm able to craft both the Day Crystal and Night Crystal. Back again in the garden, we can purchase the Pest Hunter badge, which upgrades into the Pest Hunter ring, and then into the Pest Hunter artifact. Unfortunately, I don't have enough pests for the relic, but another epic talisman is still a very nice addition to the accessory bag. Okay, as much as I would have loved to get the wolf talisman, unfortunately it's just not in the cards for this episode, so we'll have to revisit it later. I'd like to continue the 1 dragon per episode trend because maybe one day we'll drop the pet, so let's go grind some zealots. Alright, we've got somebody to do our drag with. I've placed my 4 eyes, and it would be really cool to get a superior. We've yet to get one. But yeah, I have my black cat pet on just for the extra magic find. Young. Not really anything too interesting. AOTD. I'm down. I can sacrifice this. Maybe get some cool shards. So first, let's go ahead and equip the Endermite pet before I sacrifice it. You know, don't want to get, or just want the extra chance for rolls. So let's see if we get anything good. Just 65 essence. That's actually kind of bad. Would have loved some more superior frags. We're still not very close to our superior armor. We only have just under 2 stacks, but we do have a horn and 1 claw, so we'll keep working towards some of these other accessories going forward. During this episode, we managed to gain over 100 magical power, bringing our total to 315, which puts us 1 step closer to being able to farm ghosts. Oh, and before I forget, here's proof that I still haven't died. That's going to do it for episode 10 of my hardcore Ironman series. I can't believe we're already into the double digits, and I hope to be able to take this series all the way to triple digits too. We're really pushing to try to get this Divans Drill soon, and I'm really happy with the progress that we've made this episode. Also, I'd like to remind you to join the Discord if you haven't already, because we have a great community there, and you can access the exact mod pack I use in these videos if you're at all interested. As always, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in part 11.